All right. Do we have all the boys in the building for game week 21? Are we in for a show, ladies and gentlemen? Are we in for a show? Everything's happening, and if nothing hasn't happened, it will happen. So we're gonna go into everyone's team, including the Banter Boys, and free roll really on what our dilemmas are, who we're thinking of, how many chances we have left. And I believe this will touch on almost everybody's dilemma in the FPL community. So please join us. You might just get the answers to what you need. But before we go into it, chaps, how you doing, bro? You all right? You surviving? No headaches?
Surviving what? What are you talking about? I'm just there, bro. I'm just there. There's nothing to survive. I'm just
okay. G,
in and around.
Happy New Year's, Doc. You all right?
Happy New Year's to you too. Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy. You know.
Okay.
I'm on the upward trajectory.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I knew that was coming.
It's funny you mentioned that because through the halfway point, boys, I am on top. I just thought I should mention it in case you guys didn't notice. We got ranks now.
So doesn't mean anything. Does not mean anything.
I mean, hey, halfway through, it's the business end now. It's the business end. So
I do need to remind you though. Last season, Arsenal were on top, and what happened to them end of the season? Exactly. So enough said on that point. So there's still a long way to go. Yeah.
And we're not phased. The guy that's on top has got a red arrow, so that says a lot about his downward trajectory.
It's a very, very mini red arrow. But anyway, cool. Let's get into this. I did ask the guys if we're going to look at the fixture ticker, but I think it's going to be a waste of time. If you guys haven't seen our show, I'm going to put it at the top over there. It really goes through the replacements and differentials for Game Week 21. So take a look at that. But we go through the fixture ticker. I think the most important thing right now is really just going through our teams. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the Banter Boys. And guys, the Banter Boys, we've got 2 free transfers. And what else? 2 free transfers and 3.6 in the bank. Where do we start?
Salah has to go.
Salah has to go.
I love how Carlos like crying there. He's emitting our emotions in the FPL community.
Yeah, sorry guys, sorry about that.
It's cool, bro. I'll be experiencing that soon. I think we'll definitely let go of Salah, but it's like, who do we bring in, bro? And this is the dilemma everybody's touching on because, Bowen was that option, obviously having Sheffield United and Bournemouth next, but now he's leaving us in the balance as to like, what do we do? We've already got Richarlison, we've got Gordon, which I'm happy with because these fixtures are going to turn soon. Palmer, of course. For me, I think, and everybody else they're going to jump straight to Saka. That leaves a question based on form. Is he really a good replacement?
I think we can also consider Phil Foden. I feel that
I was just about to say that.
He's playing quite well. Looking at form-wise, the last 2 games, he's definitely been chipping in.
Yes. But I'm going to be the devil in this show and say, for how long though? Can we waste a transfer on a Man City asset we believe will play week in, week out? He's definitely going to make appearances, and I think it will be 30-minute appearances, definitely. But will it be 60 minutes? Because I think he'll need 60 minutes to make a difference. I think now and then he'll definitely bring in some points on 30 minutes, in the clinch of a game. But if we're looking for that asset who's definitely also going to be playing potentially that double game week in 25, potentially, we haven't got the announcement yet. Do we want to bring him in if KDB is going to replace him? You know, that's the dilemma.
But look, let's be honest. KDB is not up to full fitness yet. And I don't think he will be up until February. I think for the next couple of games, he's still going to be on the bench. I really think that they're going to bring him in really, really slowly. That's what I think. I don't think he's really fully fit.
In one of the interviews as well, Pep did allude to the fact that he's wary of just putting him straight into game time off the bat. So he did say he's going to slowly ease him in. So I really do feel that he's definitely going to manage his minutes a lot better. Like Chaps is also saying, I don't see him starting the next 2 or 3 game weeks. Nor do I see him, if he does start, playing 90 minutes. And looking at the balance of the City team, he's not necessarily that guy who's definitely going to replace Foden, off the bat. I think they'll look elsewhere. Looking at what Foden's been doing, he's been playing really well. And Pep being Pep, he'll definitely keep Foden in that starting for as long as practically possible, because, even if Haaland comes back, Alvarez is more in that risk of being benched over Foden. So I really believe that Foden, he should be getting a good run in on the games that are coming up.
Yeah, look,
KDB has been fit for the last 2 games, right? The first game that he was on the bench, I forgot what it was, but it was a Premier League game. He hardly didn't get a kick of the ball. The last game, which was the FA Cup game, he came on with the last 15 minutes or so. And he did KDB things. He had an assist as well. But as you can see, based on that, you would think he started that FA Cup game against the easy team. But like I said, they're easing him in. So which means for the next couple of games, they're probably going to bring him in as a substitute. And let's be honest, at the moment, they kind of, not cruising, but they're doing what is needed to get the wins, which is okay. Foden's in form, good form at the moment. Bernardo's also doing his kind of thing now as well. And Alvarez seems to be getting a bit of form as well after the World Cup club. I think for now, we don't really have to worry about KDB that much. Maybe in game week 23, which is around about the 3rd of Feb, then we can think about, taking him out, or assessing the situation where KDB is and so forth in Man City. So,
I don't know about you guys, but in my opinion, I think that's the only transfer I would make with the squad. And then what I would do is I'd have Foden play in front of Archer and have Archer actually second on the bench. Only because if Bowen does actually play, I would rather have Bowen play ahead of Archer. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
How do we not have a Liverpool asset in this team?
We do. We have 2, but they're both injured. And
the one we're transferring out, and then Trent, the recent blow.
Is a recent blow. So
he's the biggest headache actually for a lot of managers, because
we don't even have Saka in this team.
Yeah.
Okay, Arsenal sucks, and I know that, but
that was the decision with it. I honestly think the team is in good shape. I'm not going to lie to you, considering the fact that after just having probably 3 of the top players in this team injured and making 1 substitution and still being able to field a good team, I think this team is in good shape, in all honesty.
I'll tell you what, I do not like that thing of Konza at the back. I'll give my reasons later. I'm done with Aston Villa. I'm done with Aston Villa right now.
I'm also done.
I'm done with those guys.
He's learned the hard way.
He's learned the hard way.
I'm done with those guys. Yo, screw those guys. Yo. I'm done with those guys.
I'm also done with those guys, bro. I'm also done with them. But you know what? Let's make things exciting. What do you guys think about this thing? What if we substitute? I was gonna say, what if you substitute Konza out for who's this guy? Stupinian.
Yeah, well, I think if we're gonna bring a Stupinian, all right, bearing in mind that we want to get Haaland back in at least game week 22. For me, if that's the route we want to go to, making space for Haaland, we'd have to get rid of Trent. For me, get rid of Trent and then get a Stupinian. Because, I mean, he's 4.9. That would make sense. And then obviously use those funds to bring Haaland in the team, if that's what we wanted to do.
Wait, so you saying we're getting rid of Trent, but we're keeping Salah throughout the time of AFCON?
Well, not necessarily throughout the time of AFCON, because you did say we've got 2 free transfers, right?
Right.
Yeah. So for me, like, I mean, transferring Konza out and keeping Trent, that does not make sense, because we've got money sitting on Trent. So we could rather bench Konza and then transfer Trent.
I hear you, right? And to a degree, I agree with you. But this is where I'm again being the devil for the community, because this is the dilemmas the community is facing. Trent, yes, holds the money, but so far, we know Trent is only missing 1 game. And
well, we are hoping. We know
he's missing 1 game. And yes,
he only misses 1 game.
There's no such.
But okay, let me put it to you like this:
if you hoping that he misses 1 game,
yeah, we're hoping that he misses.
We don't know how bad it is. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
we only heard about this injury yesterday.
Look at this exactly, and look at the space between these 2 game weeks. I think he'll be back. I honestly think he'll be back. And again, even if Trent is absent for 2 game weeks, hey, I'm not sure I'd actually sell him, man. I don't know. Would you sell him if you saw him out for 2 weeks, chaps? You knew 100% sure he's out for 2 game weeks. Would you sell Trent?
Well, I don't know. Well, with my team, I don't know. It depends on a person's team, so I can't really say for sure.
This team. Would you sell?
I've got enough covers. I've got enough covers. So I don't need to sell.
This team is for the community.
Okay, look. Let's put clarity to it. Okay, right. He's going to miss Bournemouth, right? And then he's got Chelsea, and then he's got Arsenal. Those fixtures are not easy fixtures. And then if you had to compare what Stupinian has got,
Arsenal's easy. It's easy.
Wait, no, chaps. Like it's not. Like fair enough. Arsenal is a shit team, but it's not going to be as easy as we think, you know. And it's not as if Trent has been hot. No, he hasn't. He's definitely been an asset in Liverpool that has the potential to provide points. I mean, he didn't give us anything against Newcastle. And I, for one, at 8.5, mid-season of FPL, we're playing games, Chief. Playing games.
Gee.
But they are number 1.
No,
they're number 1.
Look, I hear your stance on the fixtures, the next fixtures coming up. They have some sense of difficulty. But I think, you know, when it comes to assets like Trent, bro, he's almost fixture-proof considering what he can give you, bro. Bonus points and like attacking and being also a good defense.
Look at his Stupinian, bro. This guy, he's gonna, like, when I look at Brighton,
wait, guys.
Early on.
Let's not run away from the main objective here, right? The main plan, what we have to immediately worry about is how we're going to get Haaland into this team when he is available.
Thank you, chaps.
How are we going to do that? What is the quickest way to get Haaland back?
Okay, here's
the quickest way. Let's say Haaland is available for the next game, right? How are we going to get him into this team? The easiest and quickest way: sell Salah, use the money that's left in the bank, right? And then obviously probably replace Archer with Haaland. Then we go for 3-4-3 or something. You know, we replace Salah with, I don't know, Jota or Odin or whatever.
I think we might have to replace Alvarez. I say that not because he might not play game time, but because of the money. Archer's 4.5, and if we move Salah to Foden, who I think currently is about 7.8, closing to 7.9. I don't think that leaves us with enough money in the bank, because Salah here, we bought Salah literally, I think in the beginning. He's always been in this team. So right now, Salah, for us, the value is at 12.8. So 12.8 plus the 3 is, 12.8 plus the 3.
What is he at? Well, okay, when you look at the actual team, he's 12.8, but he's 13.2 right now.
Yeah, when we buy him back, we'd have to buy him for 13.2. But if we sell him, we're only selling him for 12.8. We're not selling him for 13.2. So the difference between his 7.8 and the 12.8 is not enough for us to go from Archer up all the way to 14K. That's why I'm saying we might have to sell Alvarez if we go from Salah to Foden, and then Archer to Thingy won't work. It will have to be Alvarez going up because Archer's too cheap. So without selling Trent, that's one option. There's many ways of doing this, right? The other option is like what G's saying, which I think I'm starting to be convinced by. I think, like G's saying, let's simplify this even more, right? We know Trent is missing one game. The next two games have some sense of difficulty. They're Arsenal and Chelsea. Do you know if they're away? They're G. Can you check if they're away or home?
Well, what am I checking out? Sorry, I kind of missed that.
It's Trent's fixtures with Arsenal, and I know Trent's fixture with Arsenal is away. With Chelsea, is it at home?
No, it's away.
Okay, they're both away.
Chelsea's at home.
Chelsea's at home. Arsenal's away.
Okay, cool. In that case, either way, I think when I look at it, I think they'll concede. I think they'll concede at Arsenal. That's one clean sheet that they might get at Chelsea. At home with Chelsea. So I do think Estupiñán is a better option here. I actually think Estupiñán is a better option here.
Yeah, and guys, we can never ever downplay a knee injury. It's not like.
But you know my thing is, G. Here's my thing. Here's my other thing. There's such a high possibility of these teams having a double in game week 25. And we don't want to sell players to have to then transfer them back in. And yes, fine, we're going into game week 21 and game week 25 is far away. But it's another transfer wasted, So there's the dilemma there. Again, I'm being the devil in this thing. Do you want to transfer someone out who you're going to want in a double game week? Because already City might have a double game week then. Liverpool
but look,
game week, and we're gonna want Salah, we're gonna want Haaland.
But we still have our second wild card, guys. So with those double game weeks, when we get closer to the time, we can look at wild carding. Because that's still on the cards as well.
Hold on. So the double game week might possibly be at game week 25, right?
24 and 25.
24 and 25. Come on, it's like 3-4 game weeks away.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, guys.
It's like 3-4 game weeks away.
It is. But it's a transfer. And the issue with transfers is not that, you'll get it because the next game week. The issue with it is people are getting injured. People are popping up that's the real issue here, is that not that we can't get these transfers back as we go through. It's that other issues come alive. And then you're like, I can't get you.
The other thing we have to consider. Now, I think probably around about that time, I think maybe Salah might be back. Game
week 24, high likeliness. Game week 24, he might.
Yeah.
Well, that's if they don't make
he
the
might be
process.
back. Yeah, well, but it looks like they probably.
But look, guys.
If he is back by that time, right? Then now we have to think: do we want Trent, Salah, and Haaland in the same team? Can we afford that? Can we afford that?
I think we are. I don't.
What does that do for the rest of the team?
I doubt it.
I doubt it. Not with this team's team value. So look,
Yeah,
I think with that question, I think Estupinian is the answer. Because I would rather have Salah and Haaland than having Trent and one of those two.
It's just my biggest fear is having Salah on the bench. If they make it further than the quarterfinal, you're sitting with so much money in your bank. Like,
now we definitely selling Salah. The real question was, are we going to sell Trent for Estupinian? And I think in this case, in this team, so community, if you have the same dilemma, this is what we think. We think you can do. So are we
stupid honest with it,
chaps? Are you cool with that? Free up some money. That money is going to help us get.
Or instead of a Estupinian, we could put Doughty. How's that for a wild card?
Who's he facing?
Well, this game week on Friday, he's playing
Burnley. Yeah.
And after that,
they're playing Brighton.
What's your call, guys? I think Estupinian, because we've already got Gusto at the 4.1 price tag. He's the cheapie for in the back line.
For me personally, Estupinian is.
Yeah, I think Estupinian.
We're not gambling with Estupinian.
But I say Estupinian.
So then Estupinian and Foden it is then.
Yeah. All right, settled. There you go, guys. Well, you know what to do. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are liking the content there. You think it's very useful and helpful. We also would love your guys' comments on what you think of our thoughts. What are your dilemmas? If we can get to them before the deadline, we will. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to go into Gova's team. G, take it away, man. Tell us, how many transfers do you have and what's in your mind? What are your dilemmas, dog?
Yeah, Game Week 21 came with a lot of stress. For Game Week 20, I played my wild card. So this team pretty much, I was planning to hold the transfer, roll it, and then have 2 free. And then obviously now with these red flags, I can no longer do that. So what I'm actually thinking of at this present moment is I'm definitely going to let Trent go. Bring in Estupinian. I'll probably put Bowen on the bench. I'll probably play like a young 4-3-3. And then look to hang 10 and see how Estupinian plays. Because definitely the plan is to make or to free up some funds for Haaland. I'm really hoping that he comes back for Game Week 22. Where obviously Alvarez will have to make shift and then he comes in. If Haaland is not available for Game Week 22, I won't be making any transfers. I'll probably just hold it, roll it, and get 2 free transfers. Son, I'm not really planning to make any moves on him. I'm happy with him sitting on my bench at his value. But other than that, I think the team is looking really, really decent, quite solid. I was able to get some decent points. Got a green arrow, so the team is moving in the right direction. I'm not necessarily looking to make any drastic changes. Really happy with Pedro Porro. I mean, this guy, he's got 7 assists and he scored one heck of a screamer midweek. So for me, he's the standout performer in the team. But other than that, I think the team will stick. I'm still happy with Solanke as well. I mean, the last game he had 9 shots on target. So he definitely gets goal opportunities. It's just a matter of time before him being consistent in terms of scoring goals. But other than that, I think that the team is quite solid. A lot of guys are fixture proof. Crossing fingers on Saka. His form has been quite poor, but I believe Arsenal is on camp in Dubai, if I'm not mistaken. I think that break is going to do him some good. Crystal Palace as well. They've been playing good football, but Olise as well. He's also in. So I think that'll also just like disrupt them a bit. Obviously, I've got Foden, I've got Palmer, Watkins. It's very difficult to not have that guy in your team, and then Gusto, Gabriel, you know what it is, and then Areola. This guy, he's quite a surprise, eh? I mean, two game weeks ago, we were like, nah, Areola is not the guy. He was on the bench here and there, and then boom, he gives us the clean sheets, 11 points. Last game week. So yeah, I think the team for me it's pretty much balanced. It's just Trent. He's got to go. That 8.5 on the bench for me. As we alluded in looking at the banter boys, he's not there for game week 21. Then he's got Chelsea, Arsenal. I'm happy putting Estupinian. He's got a better run of fixtures, and then look to see if we can get more green arrows, eh?
So for me,
not with this team. Let me just
start for me.
What the hell is this?
You know what I was stuck on, dog? Let me tell you what I was stuck on. I was stuck on the fact that he's selling Trent, he ain't selling Son. I'm like,
nah.
What the hell?
Like
are you,
what is wrong? Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay, sorry, Champs, you go first. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You go first.
How long? Wait. What if, right? They say Haaland is back this weekend, right? He's fit and everything. Yes, he's available this weekend. What are you going to do? Are you still going to sell Trent? Because you only got one transfer, right? You only got one transfer. Yeah. And if they say Haaland is fit, right? Everybody's going back to buying him. Price will go up, and then we all know 0.1 makes a hell of a difference. Does that change your transfer plans?
Not at all. Against Newcastle, no. I'm banking on Burnley. I feel that Newcastle, they've been very poor last couple of games, 100% warranted. It's just that I feel that they need to get this game right. I don't see Eddie Howe fluffing 4 games in a row. They might not win the game. I'm just quite bleak what they did against Liverpool. I mean, that first half, they were quite solid.
I feel like they were coming back at Liverpool and then they just slipped.
Yeah. But you see, with Newcastle, like we said it in the beginning of the season, that them playing in Champions League, their squad is very thin. Their players need rest. They were overworked. We could see it. You could even see Trippier, sliding away, giving easy goals to Arsenal, missing penalties. That's all fatigue, And I feel now that because they're out of most of these cups, they're out of Europe, they definitely will have a better break. And I feel with Eddie Howe, he knows what he's doing. And they should at least try and give City a run for their money. They might not win the game, but also again, guys, I don't feel that City is that well-oiled machine. It'll be a different story if KDB was fit and running, and then we know for sure that Haaland is back. So even if we get news that he's available,
15 minutes of KDB is worth 1 assist, which means 1 goal. If KDB can come on for 15 minutes and give an assist.
With some bonus points, because he's going to be involved in the build-up.
That's huge.
And everything.
That's huge.
It is Newcastle as well. We should not underestimate Newcastle.
Not at all. Especially Newcastle at home.
Yeah, we really shouldn't. And I feel that Eddie Howe, he's that good that he can just set up the team well and ensure that they absorb as much pressure and then kill City on the counter-attack. We've all seen it, bro. If you want to beat City, you punish them on the counter-attack because they're flat-footed.
Yeah,
that's all I can say. They're flat-footed.
With Almiron there, that side, I don't think that's going to happen. And we all know nobody catches Walker. That guy is like a freaking road runner, bro. You never catch that guy. on that right. Walker against Gordon, that's not going to happen. No, maybe centrally, maybe Isak will be, will catch out Diaz or whoever's in the middle. So,
no, I think you guys.
Rodri's back. Rodri's back.
It's not about
as well.
It's not about.
Doku's back.
Yeah, but I hear what G's saying, and I agree with G because I had the same notion. I feel like Newcastle at home after a good break, and they really had some fatigue, and now they also they're coming from losses. They're looking to go on a rampage, bro. They're looking to prove themselves again. They're looking to get back up. They know they're not going to be having games week in, 2 games a week, whatever, 3-day spaces. So they're like, "Yo, guys, let's get back into the groove," and this is the best game to do that. So I get where G's coming from. You can definitely hold out for Haaland until the next game week when it's Burnley. Like you're saying, it's banking on Burnley. So I get that.
And the wounded dog is very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Yeah. It's in the end of the day, I think it's like what you're saying. It's Newcastle for me. For me, it's more the fact that it's Newcastle at home. So I think you can hold it out on Haaland just for this game week. Honestly, I even if Haaland gets 1 goal, it's honestly not a scratch. The issue is always when Haaland gets those 2 goals, 3 goals, and whichever player you had captaining whatever blanks. But Haaland coming back, even if he does in this Newcastle game, let's be honest, because of how long he's been out.
Listen, if Haaland scores that 1 goal, and looking at Gova's team, his front line, right? Solanke's playing Liverpool. He's not going to get much chances there. I mean, Alvarez, let's say he substitutes Alvarez with Haaland. He gets the 6 points there. Watkins, we don't know what's going on with Aston Villa. Aston Villa, I don't know what's happening with them, but they're playing away. They're not playing at home, they're playing away. So I don't see them doing well there. Plus, it's Everton here. I mean, Sean Dyche has got that team back to his Burnley standards, where the defense is looking kind of solid, So the 6 points out of that front 3, I'm telling you, it's looking like something you take, bro.
But yeah, chaps, but what you just said, I think is very much the same for Haaland. It's Haaland coming back from injury, first facing a Newcastle team at their home ground. I don't think that's Haaland at his best. I feel like it's Haaland in the very same situation as all of these guys. It's not Haaland at his best.
What? If Haaland is back this weekend and he scores a goal, I'm going to screenshot this. And I want to post it to you guys in the chat. Yeah, watch this.
No, but anyway. Look. No, I agree with Kat, bro. Haaland can come back.
This
can come back. This game week, he's not match. For me, he's not match fit. He's not match fit.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Whether he's there or not, let's just agree on that. That whether he's there or not, this game is going to be a tough game, and I think it's going to be like the first leg whereby it was really, really close. Right? It was really, really close. I think City won 1-0, or was it a draw? I don't remember. But it was a really, really tough game for City. That's all I can remember.
And didn't this team knock City out? And that's what I think will happen here.
I don't know.
Who?
Didn't Newcastle knock City out in one of the cups? Was it Carabao or something stupid like that?
No, man, that's Carabao. So
no, but they did it.
Either way, the point we kind of have here. The point we're trying to have
was playing that game.
Either way, the point we're trying to make here is a non-fully fit Haaland versus a fully fledged back line of Newcastle at their home, and an informed Dubravka after a great performance at Liverpool is going to struggle.
But Trippier's not informed.
You know what, guys? Please leave your comments. Let us know what
Dwight McNeil.
Let's hear.
Dwight McNeil was running around circles at Trippier the other day.
Let's hear what the
He was falling on himself.
Leave it
he was making Dwight McNeil look like Messi.
Me and go
what the hell, man?
What
the hell?
But
we've done fun without Haaland. We've done fun without Haaland. One game week is not gonna.
We're gonna move on to the next team. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, we're almost halfway through the show. I don't want to, take too much time. But we also won't go over some of the same things. So, for example, I've got the same front line as Goba's, and I stand forth with him in terms of the Haaland decision. I'm not really focused on Haaland this game week, maybe even going forward, but we'll get to that. Cool. This is my team. I got Martinez in goal, Trippier in the defense there with Saliba and Pedro Porro. I did have Trent ahead of Trippier because it's a tough game, but actually hoping this might be the FPL God's ways of just getting some points for me and Trippier there, because he could be a very big differential in this game week now. The fact that Trent's out and Richarlison, another differential so far. I think a lot of people might be getting him based on the fact that Bowen is not playing. And then I've got Saka, Bowen, and Palmer. Captaincy is on Palmer. And then, same front line as Goba. First on my bench is Douglas Luiz. I'm happy to leave Bowen in there on the off chance that he does play. If he doesn't, very happy with Douglas Luiz going in. But I'm really hoping that Bowen does come in. Even without Paqueta, I honestly, yes, it makes a difference, but I still put forward Bowen ahead of Douglas Luiz in a game. And then, Robinson's really just that backup there. For me, the real dilemma here, and I think this is a good talking point then, becomes the captaincy, because all the promising guys are not around. My captaincy really is between Palmer and Richarlison. I'm not even faking you guys. It could easily switch. And the only reason why I could switch, right now it's on Palmer because I feel like he's the stronger out of the two. But I actually wanted to ask you guys, because you're the Man United guys, what do you think the inform Richarlison can do to Man United at Old Trafford?
Wait. First of all, before I answer the question, why in the FPL gods have both of you have your captain's armband on Palmer? What do you guys see in him, first of all?
He's playing at home and he's on form.
Why?
Oh, I know. Like, what else do you want us to say? Like, tell
me. Wait. Did you guys not watch that match last night? I haven't seen the highlights.
Hold on. Did you see what position he was playing last night? Did you see what position he was playing?
Thank you.
Did you watch the game? Did you see what position he was playing?
What position was he playing?
He was playing number 9.
Okay? Striker.
Number 9, striker. All right? And Palmer is not a number 9. Okay?
Nope.
It's either you play him on the right or you play him at number 10.
Yeah. And
all right.
When he's playing in those positions,
who are the winners in the game then?
Madueke and I think
I didn't even watch the game.
Sterling came in the second half. No, Sterling was on the left actually. Then Mudryk came in the second half, and then Sterling was playing on the other side.
That does not. Listen, it does not matter. What matters is he missed those chances, right? He missed those chances.
Okay, fine. Here's my counter.
Doesn't matter whether he was playing 9 or he was playing goalkeeper. He missed those chances.
Okay, here's my counter.
Bottom line.
Here's my counter. Are you only basing the player's performance off the last performance? Are you not looking at him in a continuous manner and also
in a cup game?
Yeah,
in a cup game where the coach was like, let's try a new system.
Whoa. Which team did he play?
Dog, it doesn't matter which team he played, bro.
No, man. Guys.
Change.
You played
out of position, bro. He was playing out of position.
No,
he was playing out of position.
Don't give me that. Originally, Palmer was supposed to be a striker. At City, they classified him as a striker.
Okay, let me ask you this question. I know, dude. Let me ask you this question. Tabe, Cole Palmer at home, right? Number 10 against Fulham, struggling Fulham. Are you gonna captain him? Yes.
Who says Fulham was struggling?
Hey, bro. This is Fulham. They've been conceding some goals, dog.
No. Let's say a conceding Fulham.
First of
Let's
all,
not say a struggling
Fulham. So don't tell me they're struggling. So Please.
No, they're not struggling. They're not struggling, chaps. They concede.
Fine.
Because I think they're playing good football.
Yes.
They are
Okay,
playing
that's different. So you must change his words.
Conceding football.
Listen,
conceding Fulham.
Palmer. Hey, this guy is playing games here. You know what? Both of you choose Palmer. Let's see what happens. But anyway,
okay, let's leave Palmer out. Fine, let's leave Palmer out.
No, for me, look, for me, yes, he had that one game where he got 18 points, but that was against Luton. All right. Eventually, somebody in this league is clapping Luton. All right. It happens to be Chelsea. They've got Luton's number. All right. But that was like a once-off. Besides that game, what other game has he given you double figures in terms of points?
No, you did not just ask that.
No, okay, look, I'm looking. You know what? I'm looking.
How many
so it's like literally, okay,
he's
3, 4.
The only reason why we all have him in our team is because of that.
4 out of 20. And how many other midfielders have done that? Check Saka and see how many he's given.
When lost.
No, nobody said anything about captaining Saka.
No,
we all know Arsenal lost.
Trust me, a lot of the community is thinking about captaining Saka at home. Against
I think,
well,
to be honest, he's also
as Goa said, they're going to Dubai, to go into the mountains and sort out their heads and
like
yada yada yada.
Come back from the mountain.
Exactly. Come back with muscles and everything. Get revenge and whatever. So that's understandable. So that's understandable. But Palmer is a little bit just inconsistent. I'd understand, okay, if Bowen was fit, I'd understand people captaining Bowen. But Palmer, it's just like, it's so random and inconsistent. If you want, a differential captain, Palmer is the guy to go.
And he's at home. That's what I'm going to say.
Well,
okay. Let's do this.
Chelsea suck at home as well.
Let's do this. Chabe, who's your captain pick from my team? Because this question as to how those, and I think we very much, all three of us are.
I would put
a template.
I would put Watkins ahead of Palmer.
Interesting. Why?
Because it's Watkins. It's Watkins.
That's very biased of you to say that.
I know. No. Considering this man was the one saying, "Hey, I'm tired of Aston Villa. Hey, I don't want to see Aston Villa."
No, I know. I get that. When I said I'm tired of Aston Villa, I meant in a defensive way. Their defensive assets are absolutely useless. Useless. The only person who got points in that team is Dean. And he's out injured now. So
let me tell you what the comments say.
Even Martinez doesn't get you save points anymore.
Let me tell you what. I
don't know what you're doing
right now.
there.
It's saying Machabe is Dululu because he just said that Everton has a Sean Dice defense packed there, so they are a tough fixture, and So does he think that Watkins is going to go there against a Sean Dice defense and get enough points to rival? Can
I remind him?
That's how good Watkins is.
This is the team that got 10 points deducted from them, but look at where they are on the table. That just goes to show you they're not a walkover.
They're not
and then you're gonna go and give Watkins the armband where Aston Villa has been struggling.
Whoa, hold on. The same could be said for Fulham. Who did they beat in the last game? Kat, I want you to answer that.
No.
Answer that.
No, dude.
Who did they beat? Who did they? Please tell us. Give us the answer. I don't want to hear anything else but a Premiership club's name. Who did they beat?
No, dude. This is like you comparing Everton to the best defense in the league.
How? This is Arsenal, the second best team in the league last season, and I think they are third best this season. They beat Arsenal.
Yeah, but dude, this is the Premier League.
And you're telling me
those matches happen.
Huh?
Those matches happen. This is the Premier League.
So you're telling me that Fulham cannot do that again at Chelsea?
Away, no. It's harder. Do it home.
Yeah, I agree. Away
no.
Chelsea.
Okay, let's let's put it this way, guys. We're not necessarily playing the result here, okay? I think maybe that's
we're not playing the result.
Playing the result. So when we look at the chances that Chelsea would get and who's most likely to convert and dominate play, it's definitely Cole Palmer, okay? And then you look at Fulham. Sharp, as a team collectively, they might just be able to get a draw. It could be a 1-1, it could be a 2-2, it could be a 3-3. But the matter of fact is, Cole Palmer will give you an assist, he can give you a goal. And that's a fact. Win or lose, he can give you an assist.
So can Watkins. So can Watkins. Are you saying Watkins can't do that?
Listen. I don't want to waste any time on Watkins and that. I think you're missing the other contender here. Not even contender. The guy who could honestly come out of nowhere. Richarlison is in form and he's playing a Man United team at Old Trafford, which we all know is not a fortress anymore.
Let's get you, Richarlison.
That's the problem with Richarlison. That's the problem with Richarlison.
He's super inconsistent. No, he's good, but he misses. If you're watching that cup game, my jaw couldn't stop dropping because I was like, how? I mean, if it wasn't for Pedro Porro, that game was going to be very, very, very sour. Because I mean, Spurs were all over.
Okay. Well,
I mean, for Richarlison to be truly effective, you need to put the ball here. If you're going to put the ball by his feet, that guy is as clumsy as a clown at a circus, deliberately making you laugh. I mean, that guy is, I don't know, somehow he misses easy chances. But sometimes when you think like, hey, he's not going to score that, but then he scores it for whatever reason.
Yeah. But you also need to take into consideration
the commentator said it the other day that Richarlison, I think, has more headed goals for Spurs than he has with his feet. That tells you volumes of what type of player he is.
He hardly has any goals for Spurs, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for
and United is gonna get most of their players from injury back. So especially just to name one guy, if Casemiro is back, that midfield will have less holes.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do for the community is I'm gonna put this in a tier, okay, based on the conversation we had. So to sum it up for the guys, okay, guys, based on FPL banter, right? In terms of agreement and disagreement, right? First, we've got Cole Palmer. Behind him, we've got Watkins. Behind him, we've got Saka. And last, it seems like we are all only considering Richarlison as last option. Bowen is not on that list.
It's not last option.
No, I'm saying Bowen is not on that list because we don't know where he's at. But I think if Bowen was fit, we would shift Bowen up to the top there. Right. Let us know in the comments who you think is the best captain option. We would love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. And maybe if you guys have some questions which we haven't already answered, leave it in the comments below. But you know what to do. Please leave a like if you're really liking this content, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button. Just to end off on this, I do have one transfer. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to keep it because I just feel like there's a lot happening, and I think Game Week 22 will have a lot more information moving forward. So yeah, I'm going to move over to Chaps' team. All right. Chaps, tell us, man, how many transfers do you have, and what's on your mind? What dilemmas do you have, and are you really sticking with Watkins?
One transfer, right? And yeah, I'll probably to be honest, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. It's either I sell Salah or Bowen, one of them.
It's either.
It will depend.
It's Salah, though. It's Salah.
No, it depends. I mean, if I've got enough money, right, for whichever target I want, let's say it's cheaper than Bowen. Whoever I want is cheaper than Bowen, I'll sell Bowen, right? There's no need. But if the target that I want is more expensive than Bowen, then I'll sell Salah. So that's pretty much it. That's my thinking around it. In terms of who am I going to get, I really don't know. Could be another Liverpool midfielder. Definitely not a West Ham player, but yeah. I don't know. Another transfer that I could do is, I'm really sick and tired of that Konza guy. I might just take him out and bring in Stupinan or bring in Doughty. Those are my two options. I
really feel that the bandwagon is losing its wheels here. Like if you're gonna keep Salah, okay, keep Trent, and then you're gonna probably go maybe take Konza out.
Keep Bowen. Don't forget Bowen.
Yeah, keep Bowen and then take Konza out and bring Estupinian. Aye, chapter. This is 2024, brother.
Listen,
what's happening?
Listen here. Listen here. You're the one who told me, right? You're the one shouting at me here, going on about how Newcastle got good fixtures. So I cannot do anything with Trippier because they got City this game. So I'm going to leave that there, right? Bowen is out for West Ham. Bowen is out. Kudus is out. Paqueta is out. That entire front three is out. So which probably means that Mubama on my bench there might get game time, right? So he'll probably come in there. Or might even start, all we know. He might even start, right? Because they don't have a number 9. Or, well, David Moyes doesn't trust, what's his name? Danny Ings, anyway. So Mubama might start. So that's a good thing. So that's why I was saying, you know what? Might as well take care of Konza. Bring in, what's his name?
Okay.
Or Doughty.
Okay, can I get your
But all I'm going to say is, do not put it past me to take a hit this weekend.
Yeah, to be honest, I think a lot of people might take hits this week, if not the next week.
Because let's be honest, a lot of people probably got at least 2, if not 3, red flagged players in their team. Trent, Salah, and Son, perhaps.
I think for the
wagon to move, that's a lot of money.
Move, you need to take a hit.
Yeah, dude. This season, yes. But look, what I wanted to pose a question is, I think we haven't spoken about it yet. You've touched Liverpool assets, but Diogo Jota, is this an asset we should be considering to have our Liverpool covered? Our Liverpool assets covered, or, because I know you were going on about Darwin, and I know you've got the money. Yeah, I'm sure you got the money for Darwin to go up from Obama. So, are you not thinking of bringing in, Jota or Darwin? What's that? What's going on? Because I think you can move Salah to a Jota and still save money.
Of course I can. But the problem is that at Liverpool, right, it looks like on the right, that spot is reserved for either Salah, who's not going to be there, or Harvey Elliott. That's what I've seen so far. Tonight, I will see what happens on the right-hand side, if whether or not Harvey Elliott is still there. If Harvey Elliott is still there for the second game running, that means that spot is his, which then ultimately means that the central number 9 spot is either between Darwin, Gakpo, and Jota. Right? For me, that's a little bit too much competition. And I do understand that Darwin does sometimes play on the right. When Luis gets substituted, but it still doesn't hide the fact that Jota will be fighting what's his name, Cody Gakpo for that position. So for me, that's too much of a risk. One thing for sure, yes, Jota will get minutes, but I want a guy who's going to be playing 90 minutes straight. That's what I want.
Yeah,
I don't want to be stressing every single game whether or not he's going to be on the bench or not.
Yeah,
I know if I knew Jota was going to start every game, I'd put him in, no doubt. I'll put him in, no doubt.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, well,
I think
maybe let me put you at ease. Okay, Jota's playing number 9 today, and Elliott is playing on the right. So I feel that if Klopp has been watching the games, and well, clearly he's been, but like with Salah out, when it comes to the next player with goal involvement, who hasn't been around is Jota. Ever since he's come back.
Who's down the center?
What, as a number 9? It's Jota. It's Jota, Elliott, and Diaz. That's the front 3 that they're playing with. So I don't see that changing anytime soon. And
that will change, bro. That will change.
But
you do know for sure that
Harvey Elliott is not worth putting him, even comparing him to Diego Jota.
No, definitely. But we do know that Darwin Núñez is going to play some part in that game, right?
Yeah.
So it's either he's going to substitute, he's going to take out Luis, or he's going to take out Jota. That's what's going to happen.
He'll take out Elliott.
I think he'll take out Elliott. Elliott, Jota moves out wide, and then Darwin's in.
Yeah, but then Cody Gakpo is still going to come on anyway.
No, Cody
Gakpo doesn't play on the left.
Just for now, Cody Gakpo might sit in the midfield because Szoboszlai is still not around, but he's coming back. But I get you. When he's back, he'll come in, come out.
Yeah, but midfield, they've got Gravenberch and they've got, what's that guy who scored?
No, I get you, but I think it's, I agree with you. It's an uncertainty of minutes, but I don't think it's necessarily of missing out on a total game. I think it's more of a question of, is it going to be 30 minutes or is it going to be 60 minutes? Is he going to be starting the game for 60 minutes or is he going to be coming in for that last 30 minutes? And Diogo Jota, I think, has shown to be really effective, even and especially actually when he's coming in for 30 minutes, because he's such a burst of energy on that 30 minutes. He definitely will assist, maybe score a goal. I'm not sure how much of his input will be on an entire game. But I get your concern. I think I was posing that question mainly because that's the question a lot of people have as to, do they get a Liverpool asset and which one should they get, mainly between Jota and Thingy.
One question I want to ask you guys, right? Which you guys been dodging, and you haven't mentioned this, and it's in both your teams. Both of you guys have got Arsenal defenders. Now, what do you think about Arsenal defense? Are you still backing it? Or you're thinking of going elsewhere?
Do you want to
these guys, bear in mind, these guys have won one game out of the last 7.
Okay, I think for me, Arteta's making the same mistake he made last season, right? You cannot be playing the same 11 all day, every day, right? And I'm hoping that these 2 slip-ups, they kind of like made him realize that. But no team has got a better record besides the last 2 game weeks, besides Arsenal. I mean, you're going to look at Fulham, maybe you'll say Everton. But for me, the team that we can really bank on, because it's a team that's also competing for top 4, they have a lot of pressure on them and they know what's at stake. You can't go wrong with your Arsenal defense. Maybe we can talk about not doubling up on the defense, but you need to have one of them. It's either you've got the keeper or you've got one of the defenders. But, your Salibas, your Gabriel, they've been good to us, besides the other 2 game weeks. And after all, Arsenal also, they are allowed to show that they can be beaten, which they can. and they will be beaten. But in terms of the assets that they have, Gabriel and Saliba, Raya, they're quality, man. I mean, it's hard to...
Bear in mind, right? Bear in mind, out of the last 8 games, these guys, Gabriel and Saliba, have been the 2 standing central defenders. Out of the last 8 games, only 1 clean sheet. 1.
Okay, let me come in now, but because I hear it, yeah.
And on top of that, okay, out of those 8 games, I think maybe both of them each had a goal.
Okay, chaps,
during that 8 games.
We
so
no, wait, listen, wait, whoa. Listen, remember, this is a marathon, right? Yeah, sure, bro. They're disappointing over a certain period, and that's what we also need to remember. Teams will have periods. Not Liverpool. Who's this? Trippier and crew, Newcastle. They're having a period. They're going through a period. You can't tell me you think that's going to last till the end of the season. You understand? And the same thing with Arsenal. You know for a fact they're going to be within the top 3. So that's what you're also counting on. You're trying to get not just the top 3's defense, but also they are the best defense. They're one of the people that you can count on, Outside of that as well. And that's the reason why we all keep tabs, and we're not in City's defense, but we keep tabs on City's defense. Because we know City tomorrow, if they have Burnley, Sheffield, like Luton in a row, we're all there. Even though we know their defense is bad. You understand? And that's my point here, is that this is just a period. We're in this from the long game. And I think we all need to have tabs, like Goba said, not having 2 double defense, but at least have somebody there. And I understand why people have Gabriel, because they're like, well, I can at least keep tabs on Arsenal and still save money by having their cheapest, most reliable, most minutes reliable defender there. So I think if you want to be still in Arsenal, have the cheapest.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that. If you want somebody cheap, minutes reliable, that can give you clean sheets, might as well give you Tarkowski. Tarkowski has got 6 clean sheets.
In the top defensive team.
They've got more clean sheets than Arsenal.
Okay, chaps.
Jordan Pickford,
you understand? If we
try to more clean sheets than David Raya.
We try to tell you why keeping Arsenal assets is a good idea. It's a long-term investment. It's not a short-term investment.
It's a long game.
Long game. We know.
So basically, what you're saying, what you are saying, right? What you are saying is that hope and pray that Arsenal get their shit together.
No, they will get their shit together.
Then at least by that time, you will still have Gabriel or Saliba, and then you get your clean sheets.
I'll do this one. Chabe, listen, if you wanted to sell Arsenal so bad, why haven't you sold Trippier yet?
Trippier?
I need to the end.
Because it's Trippier.
No.
That's Trippier.
The defense is bad. The defense is going bad.
It's not about the defense. I'm not talking about...
I need to say Arsenal's had 8 bad games.
Hold on.
They're in the beginning of their 8. Why haven't you sold them in the beginning? Why are you waiting for them to have
Trippier is not there. Trippier is not there for their defense. Trippier is there for attacking returns.
Very so.
That is why I got it.
Has he had any attacking returns in this past bad defense games?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that he's still. That's the only reason why he's there.
You're hoping.
Have they gotten any clean sheets recently? No.
Do you think
I have him there because he's a defender who takes set pieces, right, and has opportunities to score assists and goals. Whereas with Arsenal defenders that we have, they do fuck all. They can't score goals. They don't take set pieces.
Sounds like to me you're hoping.
They're not keeping clean sheets.
My point here is.
So what the hell?
My point here is Arsenal's defense is not getting points. Trippier, your man, whether attacking or just defending, is not getting points. My point here is you're doing the very same thing with Trippier that you're doing with. You're not doing the same thing with Trippier that you're doing with Arsenal. You're saying if guys are not performing in a certain period of time, out. You're not applying the same knowledge to another player. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm telling you why. why I'm keeping the one over the other, or why I'm choosing the one over the other.
I get you, because the other one
offers more
of attacking return.
Trippier offers more. Both of them suck at the moment. I'm not going to deny that. Both of them really suck at the moment. All right, but man for man, who would you choose between Gabriel and Trippier?
The question is not about Gabriel and Trippier.
No, I don't want to hear that.
No, it's not. It's not.
Give me no.
Chavi, listen.
I want a clear answer. Choose
one.
I'm
going to choose Trippier, but the question applies.
There we go. There's the answer. Problem. Debate solved.
No, the question applied by you is Arsenal, and that's why I highlighted Arsenal and Newcastle assets, and I'm looking at your team and I'm saying, listen, okay, cool, but it's cool. I was just highlighting Arsenal, Newcastle is very same thing. Arsenal in the beginning of that stage, Newcastle in the beginning of that stage, Arsenal are 8 games down. So I'm just saying to you, 8 games down. I'm going to point out this video. Say, yo.
All I'm saying that Trippier is not there for defensive returns, unlike your Arsenal players. There's a difference.
Even in this
that's what you're not getting.
He hasn't been.
That's what you're not getting.
No, Chabe.
You're not getting it.
I'm getting that. But I'm saying you are hoping he gets attacked.
Wait. Tell me, why is Trent in people's team? Why is Trent in people's team? Is it because they get clean sheets?
You know what? We're having a brother.
No, wait. Answer the question.
Those who do not know, Chabe is my brother, and it's very clear. Okay, it's very clear. We go back and forth like this. I get you, Chabe. I'm agreeing with you. You're there for his attacking prowess. But I'm saying the point you're missing is, even though you're there for his attacking prowess, in those games where he's still not getting points, he's not getting attacking returns as well.
I don't even understand why we're arguing, because Tubbs has got a freaking Arsenal defender. And he hasn't mentioned that he's getting rid of an Arsenal.
He's trying to get us to convince him to get rid of it.
He hasn't mentioned. You guys don't have to. Wait. I have an option to replace Gabriel. You guys don't, right? I've got Trippier, so I can easily put Trippier and replace him with Gabriel.
We both have an option to replace Gabriel. We can. Gabriel also leave him. We just put him on the bench.
Yeah, Chabi, if you want to replace him,
who do you want to replace him with? What do you have Trippier?
I can replace him with
Trippier.
I can replace him with Konza.
Goma has Konza. But my point here, Chabi, chaps, if you want to replace him, dog, replace him. We've told you our take on why we would keep them. Now the decision is yours, people who are in Chabi's shoes.
No, that's fine. You all know my
considering it.
No, I'm more frustrated with Konza than anything else. So yeah, so those guys really.
Yeah, I have Trippier. I'm still keeping Saliba. It's not a matter of Arsenal or whatever. It's a long game for me. Even Trippier is going to turn. It's honestly a long game. So yeah, man. Yeah. Guys, just over an hour. It's been a very, very interesting. I don't know. Have you guys gotten some answers to your questions, or is there still something you want to touch on? Maybe something you want to say? I think a lot.
Yeah, I figured that you guys have weird minds thinking that you're going to captain Palmer, but how, man? Shit.
You know what's good?
I did not see that coming.
We all in different positions. We're all different. No, I might not. Look, honestly, I might not captain Palmer, and it will be very cool if all three of us didn't have the same captains.
I don't think that's going to happen.
It'll be interesting to see.
It'll be interesting. I think. You know what I think? I think Chavez on the deadline day is going to panic, and he's also going to captain Palmer with us.
No. That's one thing I won't do. You know what? To the people out there, I'm not going to captain Palmer. Right? If I do, I'll wear an Arsenal shirt. But anyway, you're never going to see that. But yeah, I'm not going to captain Palmer. Jeez. Yeah. It's ridiculous. No.
Okay, guys.
I'd rather captain Saka.
If there's anything we've missed out or any questions that you do have that we didn't touch on, please, you know what to do. Leave that in the comment section. We'd definitely love to know what you guys think and what your dilemmas are as well. Hopefully we can answer them before the deadline. Remember, the deadline is on Friday. Friday night. Okay, evening, depending on which part of the world you're in. So yeah, that's all I've got to say. Yeah, any last words, gents?
I think may the FPL gods of luck be with us, because now it's time where we need the luck.
It's
you know, with all these red flags, you really need to make a lucky choice, and hopefully it pays off. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to see how the bandwagon wheels fall off, because I've already seen one wheel just fly past me.
You know when it's wiggling on itself and it's going like this, it's going. That's what it's doing. That's what it's doing.
I'm just waiting for the next one to be like, boop, and I'll be like, yeah, we said it.
Oh,
we said it.
Oh.
I will be back next week, and next week we shall see who will have the last laugh. We'll see. But everybody out there, if you think you can do better than us, join our league and see if you can take on, the best in the biz. The best in the biz. All right, except for these two idiots. But yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you. And we'll see you guys next week. Good luck for Gameweek 21. Peace.